Meet Harry, a hardworking taxi driver in Denver, Colorado. Every month, no matter how many hours he worked, his paycheck vanished into a mountain of bills. He used to joke that his bank account was on a liquid diet. As soon as money came in, it disappeared. One chilly evening, as Harry waited downtown for his next fare, he noticed a woman standing alone by the curb, tightly holding a small child in her arms. Her eyes were red from crying, and she looked completely drained. A wave of sympathy swept over Harry. He pulled up beside her. "Need a ride?" he asked gently. She nodded silently and climbed in, holding her child close. As they drove through the quiet city streets, Harry couldn't shake the feeling that something was deeply wrong. He glanced at her through the rearview mirror, but she just stared out of the window, lost in her thoughts. When they reached her destination, a rundown motel on the outskirts, she reached into her purse. But before she could pull out any money, Harry raised his hand. "Keep it," he said with a warm smile. "Looks like you've had a hard enough day already." Tears welled up in her eyes. I can't accept that," she whispered. Harry shook his head. "It's on me. Just take care of yourself." She hesitated for a moment, then nodded gratefully. As she stepped out of the cab, she softly whispered, "Thank you." That night, Harry drove home, wondering what battles she might be facing, but he reminded himself not to get too attached. Everyone had their struggles. Just as he was about to fall asleep, his phone buzzed. Assuming it was a spam call, he groaned. But something made him pick it up. "Are you Harry?" the taxi driver, a calm, serious voice asked. Harry sat up. Yes, who's asking?" The man on the other end sighed in relief. "I'm calling on behalf of the woman you drove tonight. She wanted to personally thank you. Your kindness meant more than you could possibly know." Harry blinked, surprised. "Oh, it was nothing, really, just trying to help." The man continued. "Actually, there's more. She comes from a very wealthy family here in Denver, but after a personal tragedy, she left everything behind. She's been living on her own, and tonight was one of her lowest moments. Your act of kindness gave her hope." Harry's heart pounded. "Her family knows what you did. They'd like to meet you tomorrow." Meet me. Why? Just come," the man said with a smile in his voice. "You'll see." Next morning, visual. Harry in a worn jacket approaching a luxurious mansion. The next day, Harry stood outside a grand estate in Cherry Creek. He adjusted his worn-out jacket, feeling completely out of place. Taking a deep breath, he rang the bell. A sharply dressed man opened the door. "Mr. Graham," the same voice from the call. "Harry," he said with warmth, "thank you for coming. Please, come in." Harry stepped inside. His eyes widened at the marble floors, grand chandeliers, and artwork that probably cost more than his entire car. In the sitting room stood the woman from the night before, now composed, but still emotional. She smiled gently. "Harry, thank you. Last night, I was at my breaking point. Your kindness reminded me that good people still exist." Harry rubbed the back of his neck. "I just did what anyone would." "Not everyone," she replied softly. "Most people ignored me." Mr. Graham stepped forward. "Harry, her family wants to express their gratitude in a meaningful way." "Oh, no need for that," Harry said quickly. Mr. Graham smiled. "We insist. They want to pay off all your debts and offer you a stable job in one of their companies." Harry's jaw dropped. "Wait, me? Are you serious?" The woman nodded. "You helped without expecting anything. This is our way of giving back." Harry stood frozen in disbelief. Years of struggle barely getting by. And now, because of one simple act of compassion, his life was about to completely change. Cut to a montage of Harry in an office job, learning, growing, smiling. He started the new job a few days later. It wasn't easy at first, but Harry was a fast learner. Before long, he was thriving, moving up in the company. The woman and her family became more than employers. They became lifelong friends. Evening, Harry, sitting at home, smiling to himself. One evening, as Harry sat on his couch, reflecting on his journey, he chuckled. "Guess my bank account's diet is finally over," he said with a smile. Narrator. Sometimes, the smallest act of kindness can create the biggest ripple. We never truly know what someone is going through. And even a simple gesture, a kind word, a helping hand, or a warm smile, can change a life. The universe has a way of rewarding compassion in the most unexpected ways, so never hesitate to be the reason someone smiles today.